Hey, what's up everybody? So today I want to go over the barbell back squat with you. Now, first thing to think about when we're squatting is actually our footwear. We don't want to squat in a squishy running shoe because our foot can move around in that shoe. We want a shoe with a flat sole, and that's pretty hard. Now, if you don't have a flat soled shoe that's hard, you can just really squat barefoot, and that's perfectly fine. Now, the first real thing that you want to think about when squatting is where the bar is set in the rack. So you don't want it super high to where you have to tippy toe the bar off of the rack, and you don't want to start down low to where like you're doing a full squat to get the bar off before you even start your set. So bar, generally speaking, is going to be right about shoulder height. Now from there, we want to talk about our grip, right? So our grip should be as close as we can get to our shoulders. And the reason being is we want to create a shelf for the bar to sit on as we're squatting down. So if we're back here, I need to squeeze my traps and my shoulders together and really try to create that shelf. From here, it's kind of difficult, all right? But if I have my hands in closer, I'm really able to create tension through my traps and my rear delts to get a good shelf for that bar to sit on, all right? So, and then that leads me to where the bar should sit on your back. Now, it can sit pretty low. If you're gonna do a low bar squat, I'm gonna go over more of a high bar squat. Now, the one place you definitely don't want it is sitting like on your neck, right? So even though it's high bar, you don't want it sitting like right here, standing up, all right? That is not where you want it. If you add any really type of weight to that, it's gonna hurt and it's probably gonna mess up your neck. So after you get your grip, we're gonna come under, and it's not gonna sit on top of our shoulders, but more right behind our shoulders. All right, so we're gonna really like squeeze our upper back as tight as we can to create a good shelf for that bar to sit on. Now, from here, once we're here and we've got the bar off the rack, you just take 2 steps back, all right? So I'll actually turn around, that way you guys can see this. So we're here and here, and we've taken 2 steps back. Now our foot placement. If you can get a squat with your toes pointed forward, keeping your chest up, without your knees caving in, no hip pain, and you can get all the way down and all the way back up, that's great. Then that's probably where you should squat with your feet. But if you can't, typically you would step a little bit wider, so a little bit wider than the hips, with your toes slightly pointed out. All right, so this is just gonna open up your hips and give you more room to get down into the squat. All right, so from here, what we're gonna do is we're not gonna send our hips back first and then come down like this, all right? That is more of a low bar squat. So if you do have the bar sitting lower, you will send your hips back and then break at your knees. But this is more gonna be the high bar squat. So we're actually gonna break at our knees and our hips at the same time. So what I want you to think about is sending your knees forward and sitting straight down into the hole. So I'm here and here. All right, so my knees at the bottom aren't caving in like this. They're not going out past my toes. They're right in line with my toes. My chest is like this. My chest is up, and I'm driving throughout my whole foot. So a lot of people will say keep the weight in your heels as you squat, but that's not really what you want. You want to try to create a tripod with your foot, so the pad under your big toe, your pinky toe, and your heel, you want to keep that weight evenly distributed as you're squatting down. So I'm here and here, get the bar off, you take your 2 steps back, get your feet in the right position, you start sending your knees forward, you sit in the hole, and the bar should be about mid-foot. So I want this bar not all the way back. I don't want it hovering over my toes, but I want it about mid-foot, and then I'm gonna stand straight back up. All right, so that is the basics on how to do a barbell back squat. Let me know what you guys think. Love you guys.